Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Freeman Motorsports for the season finale in the Camping World Truck Series. Guys, it's a showdown at Phoenix, and who's going to win it? 4 drivers to decide the title in one final race. Chandler Smith, Zane Smith, Ty Majeski, and Ben Rhodes. There you go. That shows you just how much I know about this year's Camping World Truck Series Championship. But I'm really excited for tonight's race, guys. I wasn't live last week. I was busy, but here we are for the season finale. We'll be live for all 3 races. Thanks to everybody tuning in. This is going to be a good one, though, I would imagine. Honestly, my pick for tonight, before I discuss my pick, we'll break down the 4 championship contenders. You have kind of the guy that's dominated the majority of the season, but really was stronger in the first half of the season, Zane Smith, who's been in the Final Four 3 times, but has failed to win the championship the previous 2, so we'll see if he can change that narrative tonight. Statistically, though, he's the favorite, but the driver with the most top 5s, Chandler Smith, a guy that's kind of come on strong in the second half of the season. He's in his final start with Toyota in KBM before he switches over to Colleague next year in the Xfinity Series. He'd sure love to get a championship. Then you have Ty Majeski, the guy that kind of came out of left field. He was really consistent the majority of the season, but just wasn't able to put a race together and get that win. But then he got that first win of his career at Bristol early on in the playoffs, and then he got another win just last week at Homestead. And he's got the momentum coming his way, so I really think that Majeski's definitely got momentum on his side. Then the final, and probably kind of, I would say, the driver that's made the least amount of noise this season, but the guy that is the defending winner of the Truck Series Championship, Ben Rhodes, is that 4th driver in the Final 4. Now, Ben Rhodes, like I said, hasn't really, had a very good season, at least comparative to the other 3 guys in the Final 4. But last year, he didn't have the speed to win this race, but he was in the right spot at the right time, and I believe he finished 4th place, and that was good enough for him to win the championship. And I think we could see it again tonight, where you see a non-playoff driver win this race, and you have basically the championship decided as the highest finishing driver, but they don't end up winning the race. And, I mean, you already see some underdogs near the front tonight. We're going to go through the starting order here in just a moment, but I want to shout out some guys who had an amazing qualifying run. But my pick tonight, if I didn't already kind of give it away when I was describing the drivers, my pick has got to be Ty Majeski. The momentum's on his side. And that's really my whole argument. So momentum's on his side, but honestly, throughout the whole year, he's been in the top 5. I feel like in all the races that I've commentated, at least, it feels like he's always there in the top 5. Hunties, I broadcast the race. Well, I live commentate the race. You'll see. Mark Kirby, how are you doing? Hope you guys were hating on Smoking the Bandit right now. Smoking the Bandit 2, that is. Hey, guys, make sure you drop a like, guys. We got 1 like right now. We got 15 people watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get it up to 10 likes before the green flag. 10 likes before the green flag. But we'll go through the running order here, or the starting order, in just a moment. So, on the front row, you have Zane Smith, the highest qualifying playoff driver on pole tonight. He's trying to right the wrongs of the past 2 years and finally get that championship in the Truck Series. Then, to his outside is Lane Riggs in the 62 truck, the second truck for that Halmar Racing team that usually just fields the 52 truck with Stuart Friesen full time. But Lane Riggs has made a couple select starts this season, and man, he has been really impressive for just hopping into that truck. He has been able to run top 10, even top 5 pretty competitively, and here we are. He's got a 2nd place qualifying run. I wouldn't be shocked if he went out there and won, and I think that would be a really big testament to his talent, and I think he's got a lot of potential. But then in row 2, Corey High making his final start with KBM as a Toyota team. And then to his outside, another shout-out with a great qualifying run, Tanner Gray, great qualifying effort. And row 3, Stuart Friesen, the teammate of the 62. Both of those trucks seem to have some pace this weekend. He qualifies 5th. To his outside, the second playoff driver, Ben Rhodes. In row 4, you got a string of, or actually with Ben Rhodes in 6th place, you got all 4, Thor Sport trucks all lined up bumper to bumper. Rhodes and Eckes, and then in Rhodes, Eckes, Majeski, Crafton, and then out to Crafton's outside Nemechek. Then in row 6, De Benedetto, and his outside is the lowest qualifying playoff driver, Chandler Smith. Then in row 7, Infinger and Deegan. In row 8, Honeycutt and Jack Wood. But we're about to get the green flag here at Phoenix. On the inside, Zane Smith. On the outside, Lane Riggs as they work their way through turns 3 and 4. And the green flag is out for the Lucas Oil 150 at Phoenix. The championship race has begun. And as they go into turn 1, Corey Heim making a bold move down on the apron, down on the dogleg, way down there trying to get under Zane Smith as they come off a turn 2 down the back straightaway. That's not going to totally work out for Heim, but he's side by side with Lane Riggs for 2nd place. But Zane Smith now has a commanding lead as they go into turns 3 and 4. Lane Riggs is going to be able to use that outside line to get a good run off turn 4 and have a run on the leader as they go through the dogleg for the 2nd time. A lot of sparks flying up from underneath those trucks as they shift between the apron and the racing line. And Lane Riggs, though, has made a pass on Zane Smith for the lead. Zane Smith looking for the crossover, though, off turn 2, down the back straightaway. Zane Smith up the inside of the 62 into turns 3 and 4, but the 62 is really using that top line here early on, and he's going to be able to hold his own. That time at the line, the 62 leads it at the stripe. Once again, they're going to cut it down on the dog leg, move back up as they go into turn 1, and this time the 62 is about a car length lead over the 38. And as they come off of turn 2, Lane Riggs has got the lead by about a truck length over the 38 as Zane Smith. Attaboy, Lane Riggs. Behind him, though, the other Halmar Friesen racing machines up to 3rd place. Stuart Friesen up to 3rd with a great restart. Behind him, Corey Heim. Then Rhodes in 5th, Majeski 6th, and then Chandler Smith has not made up any spots yet on this restart. He's still stuck down in 12th place. Tanner Gray's already lost a couple spots, though, on this restart. He's dropped from 4th to 8th. We'll see how he, starts to feel out. He had a great qualifying run, but we'll see if that's able to translate over to the race. But shout out Lane Riggs here. Zane Smith, though, still keeping the pressure on him as they go through turns 3 and 4 once again. 38 staying on the bumper of the 62. Maybe that 62's just got a bit more of a short-run truck, so we'll see. The 38, there have been quite a few times this year, more so earlier in the year, but he was able to just dominate races, and if he's got a truck like that tonight, he's going to be pretty untouchable. Corey Heim's taken 3rd place back from Stuart Friesen, though. Thanks to everybody watching, guys. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it. We got 18 people watching. We got 5 likes. Let's get that thing up to 10 likes, baby. And, man, there's a log jam back here in the second half of the top 10. The 15, the 98, the 18, and the 23 all bunched together. Or that's just outside the top 10, actually. Chandler Smith, the 98 and the 15 knocked doors just a bit. That's going to allow the 18 to go down low, making it 3 wide off of turn 4. And Chandler Smith's going to get the 2-for-1 off of turn 4. That'll move him up to 9th place. Grant Infinger also going to go by Eckes and Tanner Gray. Tanner Gray falling like a rock here after having a good qualifying run. But Zane Smith making move to the inside of the 62, trying to take the lead back into turn 3. And this time, the 38 will clear the 62 at the line. Oh, that was pretty tight there. That was as tight as it's going to get. The 62 might have cut the 38 a little bit of a break there, but the 62 staying strong on the outside as they go into turn 1. Staying on the outside corner panel of the 38. But Zane Smith will be able to clear the 62 now. Oh, but a caution is out. A caution is out. And there's the 33 and the 20. And that 20 truck is totaled. That is Armani Williams. And then the 33 of Chris McGee, I think. Man, those 2 trucks are totaled. That is a tough break. Those are 2 small-time teams. Or Keith McGee. Now the 33, though, of Keith McGee. Special sponsor on there, Murphy's Towing. You should check out Murphy's Towing on YouTube. They actually had a special video that's actually blown up. It's gone over like 100,000 views. But they had to save the 98 hauler it was like it crashed and it was on the side of the road and it was like stuck on a cliff. The 98 hauler for Riley Herbst, they had a rescue job on that. I don't know. That's kind of just a plug there, but pretty interesting. Yeah, the 33 and the 20. I mean, it has the looks of the 33 diving it in on the inside of the 20. That's what it looks like, but it's really kind of hard to tell. It looks like the 20's done. The 33 most likely going to be done, but they might be able to get that truck back out there. Quite a bit of damage on the left rear of that 33, but the caution now already 8 laps complete. Still 141 to go. So yeah, my immediate impressions here, Zane Smith is fast, and I really don't see the Solar Sport trucks being able to catch him as of right now, but still a lot of time can happen. Chandler Smith starting to make up some spots now that we've gotten a couple laps here under green. And I'm really interested to see. I think, honestly, the biggest challengers to Zane Smith might end up being the 62 and the 52. Both of those two trucks, teammates, looking really strong tonight. And honestly, if all the other playoff guys like Rhodes and Majeski are kind of fading a little bit further back in the pack, I don't know how much Zane Smith should really fight off the driver, the 62 and the 52. I mean, I know you obviously want to win, but if you can, give up that spot and finish second and still win the championship, it honestly might be worth it rather than risking, having an incident battling for the lead. Just an observation. But looking at the chat here under commercial break. So we're looking at, guys, what are your picks? Who's your pick to win the championship tonight? We'll create a poll here actually real quick. Who wins the truck championship? So we'll say Zane Smith, option number 1. Chandler Smith, option number 2. Ben Rhodes, option number 3. And then last but not least, Ty Majeski. Okay, this is probably going to misspell Majeski, but I tried. I tried to spell Majeski as best I could. Okay, looking at the chat, though. Ryan Huston, you think Bell is going to take the Cup? I think right now my Cup Series pick coming into the weekend was Bell, and but Chastain really impressed in practice. Now I know practice is just practice, but I don't know. We'll have to see who qualifies good tomorrow. I mean, honestly though, coming into the weekend, I really thought it was wide open. Like, my pick was Bell, but I mean, it wasn't like I was like, oh, Bell. It wasn't like Larson last year or something where I felt super confident. Honestly, though, I wouldn't be surprised if a non-playoff driver wins Sunday, just because, I mean, none of these playoff guys really have more than, 3 wins? Or no, Elliott, I take that back. Elliott has 5 wins on the year, I believe. But even then, Elliott hasn't won, or he won at Talladega, or I can't remember. I'm just brain farting right now, but I just feel like what I'm more so trying to say is none of these playoff guys, and nobody really this entire season has been able to just go out there and consistently be in the top 5 week in and week out for more than 2 or 3 weekends at a time. So I really don't have somebody that I have a really strong, this guy is a clear favorite. Well, thanks to everybody tuning in. Kentucky play. Wait, which Smith's going to win? Chucky Alarms, Mike Skinner's going to win. I like that. Mark, you think Hamlin or Larson? Yeah, I honestly want Larson to win. So at least we still win something. I want Larson to win. Just that way we can get that owner's championship and the race win. Thanks to everybody tuning in, though, so far. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, though, if you haven't already. Up to 2706. Kind of got a different board up on the screen today. What do you guys liking that? Kind of got the 4 playoff guys up there, so that way you guys keep tabs on the playoff guys. But we're about to get restarted here once again. 13 laps complete. Stage 1, 45 laps, or about 1/3 the distance here in Stage 1. Lane Riggs is able to challenge Zane Smith on that first restart. We'll see if he's able to get a run on him once again. Okay, but here they come. Off of turn number 4, back into the restart zone once again. Zane Smith on the outside, able to get a good restart. The 62 has a bit of wheel spin. And Zane Smith's going to be out to a clear car length lead as they go down into turn 1. The 62 giving up spots. The 52, the 51, and the 99 getting to his inside. And they are 4 wide as they spread out in turns 1 and 2 here at Phoenix. And Corey Heim's going to be able to move up into second place here on this restart. Whoa! The 66 of Ty Majeski had to make a quick action there off of turn 2. That car just snapped out. And Stuart Friesen's looking for third place on his teammate Lane Riggs into turn 1. Ty Majeski losing a couple spots, though, here on this restart. He's dropped back to 10th place as they came off of turn 2. Him and the 23. We'll see. I don't know if they make... Oh, yeah, definitely quite a bit of contact there between the right rear corner panel of the 66 and the left front of the 23. I have to see if that contact develops into a tire rub for either driver. Majeski trying to regroup, though, and move forward as he works by his teammate Matt Crafton on the outside off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Oh, Crafton's going to close the door. But Zane Smith already has got a 7/10 of a second lead here after 3 laps under the green flag. That 38 truck is looking really strong right now. Ben Rhodes, though, hunting down Lane Riggs, looking to take fourth place. But he's starting to get some pressure from Grant Infinger, who's had a great restart. That 23 truck really moving forward right now. And we're at the halfway point now in stage 1. 18 laps complete. 17 to go. Thanks to everybody tuning in so far. And Zane Smith's lead is up to over 1 second. He's really starting to gap the field right now. And Chandler Smith's gotten by Ty Majeski, and that 66 truck is really struggling right now. 18 of Chandler Smith, though, trying to get by Matt Crafton as they go down the front stretch. Right now, I feel like Chandler Smith is just lacking the track position. If he can make up some of these positions here on this green flag run and then be restarting in stage 2 and around the 3rd or 4th position, I think we can really see what that 18 truck has in terms of pace. But right now, the 38 seems pretty untouchable. Matt Crafton looking to the inside of his teammate Christian Eckes, and he's going to make that pass happen off of turn 4. Chandler Smith also now looking to attack the 98 truck. Stuart Friesen starting to reel in Corey Heim for second place. That 52 truck definitely has some pace in it tonight. And the 18 had a peek on the 98 down the back straightaway, and he's going to make a move to the inside into turn 3. Really fighting the wheel in that truck there. I mean, that 18 is not want to. I mean, that thing does not want to turn. And he's got. That thing looks super loose. See, that thing is like having to work that wheel so hard. Chandler Smith looking to the inside, though, of Eckes once again, this time off of turn 4. You can just see it, though. When they got the onboard camera, and he is working that wheel like this through the center of the turn. I mean, turns 1 and 2, he's able to hold a bit more of a steady line, but it's really when he puts the power down that all of a sudden he is just yanking that thing left and right, trying to get it to stay straight. This time, though, he's pretty far alongside the 98 as they go into turn 3, so he might be able to complete this pass finally for 9th place. And it looks like, yes, he's going to complete it there off of turn 4. Chandler Smith up to 9th place. Ty Majeski now putting the pressure on the 98. I feel like Eckes is probably going to let him by here as a teammate. And Majeski's gotten by Eckes now, but Zane Smith really growing that lead now. It's up to over a second and a half over Corey Heim as he continues to just pull away. He is setting sail on the field right now. Thanks to everybody tuning in, though. Make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe. We got 25 people watching. We got 8 likes, guys. Let's get it up to 15 likes. Hit that like button. Chucky Larms. Yeah, I think Homestead should be the final track. Definitely should be the final track. Guys, what do you think's going to happen to Ty Gibbs tomorrow? Is Ty Gibbs going to win tomorrow, or do you think he's going to get taken out? What do we think's going to happen to Ty Gibbs tomorrow? Currently under commercial break, though, here in stage 1. Ashton, how are you doing? Kenneth, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Wait, guys, I'm going to pull the mic down. What do you guys think about the bow tie? What do you think about the bow tie? Are we digging the bow tie tonight? Mark, you think he's going to get taken out? I don't know, man. They had the Joe Gibbs cars were real. The Joe Gibbs racing cars were really fast in practice, and if he's able to just set sail on the field, then I don't know if anybody's really going to have an opportunity to take him out. Kenneth, I just wasn't. I was at a college visit. Couldn't do it. Sadly, I wish I could have been able to stream. I was able to catch the finish of the race, and I was losing my mind to the Chastain move. Yeah, we got the Tucker Carlson look. All right. Yeah, guys, make sure you drop a like, though, if you haven't already. Up to 9 likes, almost to double digits. Hit that like button. Ball, you want to see a clash between Ty Gibbs and Bubba Wallace? I just want to see a Kyle Busch and Ty Gibbs clash. I think that'd be more crazy. So far, though, if we look at the poll, 25 votes, 52% say Zane Smith, 24% say Ben Rhodes, 16% say Ty Majeski, and just 8% say Chandler Smith as of right now. Currently, your 4 playoff guys running Zane Smith in first, Rhodes in 5th, Chandler Smith in 9th, and Ty Majeski in 10th. So all 4 guys running inside the top 10 right now. But it's Zane Smith who's in a league of his own so far here in stage 1 as we're going to come back from commercial break. That 38 truck still out front with 16 laps to go in stage 1. And he's already catching up to the tail end of the field here. John Nemechek actually starting to catch up to Ben Rhodes for 5th place. And Chandler Smith's trying to reel in Grant Enfinger for 8th. So Enfinger really fired off good on this last restart, but he started to lose some of the spots that he picked up initially. Yeah, if you guys are wondering where your favorite driver is running and it's not currently inside that top 5 shown in the top left-hand corner of your screen, just ask me in the chat and I'll try to check that. Yes, Ashton, Jimmy Johnson is coming back next year, which is pretty crazy. I think I might make a video on that. Also, Rajak Ruth setting some of the fastest lap times out there tonight. Currently running in the 14th position. I think if they can finally finish a race and get a top 10 or a top 5 even, I think that's huge for that team. And huge for him to really kind of prove himself. Anyways, Nemechek trying to get by Rhodes off of turn 2. Up the inside of the 99, and really nothing the 99 can do to defend that move at the moment. The 4 is just a bit faster. And Nemechek is going to move up into 5th place, and Rhodes is going to drop back into 6th. And now his teammate Matt Crafton is putting the pressure on the inside of the 99 down the front straightaway. That neon yellow Menards 88 moving forward. And Zane Smith's lead is up to 2.5 seconds over Corey Heim. He is pulling away. The one car just went to the garage. That is are you sure? I don't see that on my screen. But yeah, your leader already starting to put quite a few guys lap down here, and only like a 15-lap run. I mean, wow, he is flying. And Nemechek continuing to move forward. Now he's putting the pressure on Lane Riggs for 4th place. That Ford truck might move up here and steal the show from Zane Smith. Also, Crafton's gotten by Rhodes, and Rhodes is starting to free fall here a little bit. Majeski and Chandler Smith battling for 9th place right now. Pass wasn't able to battle for that. Wasn't able to work out for Majeski though that time. Nemechek to the inside of Lane Riggs though, into turn 1. The 4 way down below that yellow line as they come off a corner exit. The 62 is going to have the run off of the top, but will it be enough to stay side by side with this Ford truck down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4? The 62 on the outside, still the 4, and it looks like Nemechek is going to be able to take 4th spot. With 10 to go in stage 1, that Ford truck coming to life here on this long run. And right now, they're going to cut to commercial break once again, man. I guess they got to get their money's worth right now, but hopefully they don't do that. Hopefully they don't do that during the final stage. Also, guys, we got 30 people watching. I appreciate it. Let's get it up to 20 likes, guys. Let's get it up to 20 likes. And also hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, we're only 1 subscriber away from 2,710. 2,710. I know it's far-fetched that we were to somehow hit 3,000 subscribers this weekend, but if we hit 3,000 subscribers, I will say Dale Earnhardt 3,000 times. So tell your friends to subscribe so that way you can see me say Dale Earnhardt 3,000 times on the live stream. Ryan, who's my favorite active Truck Series driver? Man, full time. You know, I'm just Stuart Friesen, to be honest, because Stuart Friesen and me are from the same area. So Stuart, and he's like the only guy from like the Northeast to like I think even race in NASCAR. There is one other guy, but he doesn't really do very well. Well, from Western New York specifically. So we gotta represent Western New York. So that's why I gotta cheer on Stuart Friesen. And then but then part-time, I don't know. I mean, I like some of the underdogs. Honestly, I've always liked Brennan Poole, so that's why I'm really hyped for Brennan Poole to be driving the 6 with Eric Estep this weekend. That's really cool. Up to 15 likes, guys. Also, what did I think about Groovy Hollow 2? Oh, no, yeah. I wasn't able to watch it all. I saw a bit, and it was just crash-filled. I thought it was interesting. I think I liked last year's event a little bit better. But I know this would be difficult to do, but I think it'd be really interesting if he was able to make a bit of a bracket where you could, like, they had qualifying races that weren't broadcasted, but you could maybe, like, race your way in as just a fan of the show. I think that would be pretty cool. Because you could compete against like other Xfinity Series drivers and things like that. That would be pretty cool to be able to do that. But that would definitely take quite a bit of extra effort, to set up those events. Anyways, we're back from commercial break. And the 99 taking a spot from the 62. So Lane Riggs has really started to fall back here on this long run. And you got actually a bunch of about 5 trucks here. The 99, the 18, the 23, and the 66. All running right together here. This is 6th through 10th place here with 4 to go in stage 1. Oh, that 99 racing really tight with the 62. They might have touched there just a bit. But Rubbin's racing. Also, somebody was just down pit road last time by. I don't know if that was a scheduled pit stop or not. Not sure who it was. And the 99 has gotten by the 62. And now 3 to go in the stage. Grant Infinger getting to the inside of Lane Riggs. So this 62 truck, they're definitely going to have to make an adjustment here in the second stage so they have a better long-run truck because they have really fallen. They were in 3rd place not too long ago, and they're dropped all the way back to 8th now and are probably going to fall a little bit further before this stage is over. Chandler Smith to the inside of the 62. Down the back straightaway. that door is going to close. Also, I believe it was the 12 truck that just came down pit road. Not sure what that was about. That is true ball. And the 18 is going to get by the 62 with 2 to go in the stage. Just behind him, Eckes and Majeski racing really hard for teammates. And Eckes is going to take that spot from Majeski there. So that's going to drop. Majeski really putting himself in a hole here in this final stage, or putting himself in a hole here in stage 1. But down the back straightaway for the final time in stage 1, Zane Smith has dominated the race so far. He's got a 3-second lead over Corey Heim, and he's going to put Derek Kraus a lap down here. He's lapped up into the top 25 here in just a 20-lap run. Zane Smith will win stage 1. Corey Heim comes home with solid second place, and Stuart Friesen doing a great job in third. Nemechek moves up to 4th place in stage 1. Then Crafton, a consistent 5th place. And then second half of your top 10, Rhodes, Infinger, Chandler Smith, Riggs, and Ty Majeski holds on to that 10th spot. But yeah, so far, if I had to recap, higher playoff guys have done here in stage 1. Zane Smith is kind of in a league of his own so far. That's about all I got to say. Chandler Smith starting to move forward a little bit. I think Chandler Smith, for me at least right now, seems to show the most potential to maybe go up there and fight the 38. The 66 and the 99 don't seem to have that much pace tonight. None of the Thor Sport trucks are looking too strong actually right now. Matt Crafton's the fastest in 5th place. But yeah, according to you guys also agree with me on that. 54% are saying Zane Smith to win the championship as of right now. Hey, we're up to 2,710. 1/10 of the way to 2,800, guys. Appreciate it. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's a free way to help support the channel, guys. I appreciate it. Got 35 people watching right now at the end of stage uno. Chris Kennedy, what are you talking about? Taken out? Oh, you think Ty Gibbs is gonna get taken out? That's what we were talking about. Yeah, I think something that's ball. I agree with what you're saying. Yeah, to have a 3-second lead that you build up taken out by a stage caution. And I think something that's kind of just funny is that, NASCAR implements these stages and everything and puts, this big emphasis on introducing stage racing, whatever it was, like 5 years ago now, 6, it might have been longer than that. I don't know. But regardless, you have all, stage racing all year long, and then you have the stages still in this final race of the year, but stage points are just like, nope, never mind. They don't affect things. It's just whoever finishes the best, like a normal race. I don't know. I just find that like kind of contradictory. Like you have stage points the whole year, but then like you just get rid of them in the final race just because that quote makes more sense in the final race. Well, then why doesn't it just make more sense in all the races? Oh, Mark. Oh, I did go trick-or-treating. I had a nice Ricky Bobby costume. I might be able to pull up a picture of my Ricky Bobby costume here on the stream. I don't know if I want to do that. That might be somewhat embarrassing. But, I actually might try and do that for you guys here really quick. Do you guys want to see the Ricky Bobby costume? Ricky Bobby costume, yes or no, guys? I got to hear it from you in the chat if you want it. Hey, we're up to 17 likes, guys. I appreciate it. Let's get it up to 20. Let's get it up to 20. 2-0. Si, senor, you want to see it? Motor Racing Media, you want to see it? Jose? Okay, we'll pull it up. It's solid, I would say. I don't know if I'd say just say Ricky Bobby as much as I should just say it's just a NASCAR dude costume. Like it was the night before, and I was like, I can just dress up tomorrow, so why not? And so, the shirts that I sometimes wear on broadcast, the pit crew shirts, I just took some of those, some NASCAR hats, some mustaches, and was like, let's do this. I got some of my friends to also dress up, so I got a picture I'll pull up for you guys here in just a moment. But pit stops are underway. Bit of a slow stop there on the 99. See the race off the pit road here in just a moment. Slow stop for the 18 as well. 66 as that number 1 pit stall. We'll see how that benefits him. And the winner of the race off of pit road is Corey Heim, then Nemechek. Zane Smith drops to 3rd. Then Chandler Smith moves all the way up to 4th. And Infinger Majeski picks up 5 spots. That number 1 pit stall. Oh, and the 98 has got a problem. 98 Eckes. I don't know if that's a... I don't even know what's on the 98. The left front tire is just not even turning. That's just kind of... I don't even know how that happened, but that's a key mistake there in the final race of the year. Trying to see if I can find this photo. Don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it up. We'll see.
Are you tired of clean clothes that just don't smell clean? What if your clothes could stay fresh for weeks? Now they can. Downy Unstoppables in-wash sensors.
Oh, well, okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull up this Ricky Bobby costume picture, but...
Unstoppables into your washing machine before each load. And enjoy fresher smelling laundry. If you want laundry to smell fresh for weeks, make sure you have Downy Unstoppables in-wash scent boosters. Shop for Downy Unstoppables online, including our lighter scent.
Come on, man. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to pull up the Ricky Bobby costume, but maybe before the stream tomorrow, I'll figure out a way to get it. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. Maybe I'll pull it up then. Thanks to everybody tuning in, though, guys. We got 40 people watching, up to 22 likes. Appreciate it. You know, actually, that's a pretty good point there, Fortnite Gamer. That probably works just as well. This is okay. We'll see how this goes. We got there we go. This is our Ricky Bobby costumes, I guess, to an extent. Got the mustaches, the crew shirts, and I got the glasses, I guess. But got quite a few compliments on it, believe it or not. So I guess it worked. And thanks to everybody tuning in so far. And we're about to get restarted here for stage numero dos in the final race of the season for the Camping World Truck Series. Oh, yeah, if you're looking at our shirts from that, I was wearing a Kyle Larson Ganassi shirt. The one guy on the, I don't know, would it be the left or the right on your screen? But one guy was wearing a Starcom shirt, and the other was wearing a Suarez shirt. You know what, maybe should I wear the costume on Sunday? I might have to do the costume on Sunday. If we can get like, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe if we can get 50 likes tomorrow, we'll wear the costume on Sunday. We'll maybe make it a challenge for tomorrow's stream. Okay, guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, though, before we go green for the stage 2. On the inside, it's Heim. On the outside, it's Nemechek. Zane Smith didn't have a good pit stop. We'll see how he does here on this restart now that he's not out front. As they go down into turns 1 and 2 on this restart, they spread out 3 and 4 wide, and Heim does a good job of holding everybody off from behind. But Nemechek trying to get a run to the outside of his teammate. Zane Smith, though, still working it down low. He might be able to be battling for second place down the back straightaway. Zane Smith might be able to make a move for the lead there. Nope, not quite. That door's not open. But Chandler Smith has now moved up into 4th place, and he's right in the mix. And I think Grant Invinger got up the racetrack there in turns 3 and 4. He's able to corral it. Then you have Ty Majeski up into 5th place. Ben Rhodes in 8th. 3 of your 4 drivers all running nose to tail right now on this restart. Chandler Smith makes a big dive there on the inside of the 38 in turns 1 and 2. That was some tight racing there. And the 18, wow, that truck just... It does not. The 38 just looks so much smoother through the corners when they race side by side like that. And the 38's going to be able to hold on to that spot for now. Now he's looking to take second place back from Corey Heim. I didn't even notice that, but Nemechek took the lead from Heim there on that restart. Thanks to everybody watching, though, right now. And Zane Smith looking to the inside of Corey Heim through turns 1 and 2, the 38 down low. And off a corner exit, the 51's going to be able to use that momentum on the high side to hold on to that spot for now. But Chandler Smith's lurking in the shadows right behind these two, trying to capitalize. Taylor Gray in that 17 truck starting to move forward. His teammate Tanner Gray and brother qualified well and kind of fell back, and Taylor Gray qualified poorly and is moving forward. So kind of the opposites for the Gray brothers. But off of turn 2, Zane Smith's going to be able to finally clear Corey Heim for second place. So now he can set his eyes on his season-long rival, John Nemechek, to try and take the lead back from that fork truck. Right now, as Nemechek's out front, he's got to be thinking in the back of his mind, if only we had been able to be a little bit more consistent, we would be in this position right now fighting for this championship. Carson Hocevar, though, having to make an unscheduled pit stop here. Not totally sure what's that for. Maybe you saw a slight bit of damage on the left front. But that's really going to kill his final race of the season. That's a really tough break for Hocevar. Chandler Smith cutting the corner just about as much as he possibly could there, going through the dog leg, making the most of the space that's given to him down there. And that's going to move Chandler Smith up into 3rd. Now Ty Majeski trying to put the pressure on Corey Heim for 4th place. Ben Rhodes, though, has dropped back to 9th place. He is not running too strong right now. Definitely not championship-winning pace right now in that 99 truck. Still a lot of time left tonight, but Taylor Gray in the 17 is going to get by the 99 now, and Rajah Caruth putting pressure on Ben Rhodes. Rajah having a solid run right now in 11th place. He's slowly moving forward as the night goes on. 16 laps complete here in stage 2, still 30 to go. Nemechek has grown his lead over Zane Smith now that even though Zane Smith has clean air in second place, the gap's 2nd. But Chandler Smith is falling back in 3rd. He's 2.5 seconds off the lead. It's really those top two are pulling away from the rest of the field right now. Majeski getting some pressure from Stuart Friesen for 5th place right now. Only 22 trucks on the lead lap right now. So, even though we only had a short green flag run, or a relatively short green flag run in stage 1, the leaders were so fast, they lapped just about half the field. We'll see if this whole second stage goes green. These guys could lap maybe even up to about 15th. They were setting a blistering pace there in stage 1. Last time by, Zane Smith a little bit faster than Nemechek out front. He's starting to reel him in. The gap last time by 0.973. This time by 0.86. Zane Smith's going to take another 10th out of Nemechek's lead. He's reeling him in. He's reeling him in. Also, even though Chandler Smith got by Corey Heim kind of staying with him. But I wouldn't imagine Heim's going to pressure Smith too much just because Smith is in the playoffs. And Heim's not even full-time. But actually, I think that 51 truck is probably competing for an Owners' Championship. I actually don't know. Does somebody know if the 51 truck's in the Owners' Championship? But Ben Rhodes has dropped back to 10th place. He is really struggling right now. And also Stuart Friesen got by Majeski, so Majeski's dropped back to 6th. It really just... The Thor Sport trucks just don't seem to have the pace tonight. They're all solid. Majeski's 6th, Crafton 8th, Rhodes in 10th, but then Enekis had his issue. But, I mean, 3 of them are running inside the top 10, but they don't seem to have top 5 pace or top 3 pace as of right now. Still 33 trucks in this race. The only 2 out are Monty Williams and Keith McGee. They brought out the caution early on lap 8. Running at the back of the pack. I don't really know exactly what happened, but it looked like the 33 might have made a dive bomb that didn't work out on the 20 truck. Kind of totaled 2 trucks there. Kind of an unfortunate event there for both of those 2 smaller teams. Then 22 trucks currently on the lead lap. Carson Hocevar just went a lap down for making an unscheduled pit stop, so that's a tough break for that 42 truck. But if we were to get a quick caution, they are in the lucky dog position for now. We'll go through your whole running order, though, here really quickly under this commercial break. It's Nemechek, Zane Smith, Chandler Smith, then Heim, Friesen, your top 5. Then Majeski, Infinger, Crafton, Gray, and Rhodes, your top 10. Then Caruth, Ankrum, Riggs, DiBenedetto, and Tanner Gray in 15th. Then Deegan, Eckes, Purdy, and Honeycutt and Howard, your top 20. Then Kraus and Garcia, the last 2 cars on the lead lap. Then Hocevar, Self, Perkins, your top 25. Then Allen, Thompson, Hacker, Wood, and Hill, your top 30. Then Sauter, Tyler Hill, and Spencer Boyd, who's 5 laps down, round out your field. I feel like that 12 truck might have an issue, and he might have actually just pulled it down pit road, so keep tabs on that. Zane Smith just slowly eating into Nemechek's lead right now. The gap's down to 0.7 of a second, so it is starting to shrink. And I would imagine once they start to work heavier lap traffic, it'll probably shrink some more. But thanks to everybody tuning in so far. Oh, 51 is 12th in the Owners' Championship. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Yeah, that is true, Chucky Larms. I'm just going to say Chucky for now. Chucky Larms just sounds weird whenever I say it. But hey, we got 55 people watching right now. I appreciate it. We got 25 likes. Let's get up to 35 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that subscribe button. If we get to 3,000 subscribers, we're saying Dale Earnhardt 3,000 times. Honestly, I'm really just doing that because I'm trying to think of something innovative to do or something funny to do more so. Innovative probably isn't the right word. I wouldn't say that's too innovative of an idea. But Nemechek still out front. Zane Smith just slowly reeling it in. Gap's down to 0.6 of a second. Halfway through the stage, or actually a little past halfway now. Right now, your field's kind of tapered out in their current positions. Last time by, though, the fastest truck on the racetrack was Stuart Friesen in 5th place. So that 52 looking pretty fast right now. Second fastest, though, was Zane Smith. Third fastest was Nemechek. Now, last time by, Nemechek a little bit faster than Zane Smith. And Nemechek was the fastest truck on... Actually, no, Chandler Smith, the fastest truck on the racetrack last time by. But honestly, your top 3's lap times were all separated by less than a tenth. So really, you're talking the difference of maybe about a 10 feet or so. Really not making up a huge amount of time on anybody up there in the top 3. So far, though, Christian Eckes, after having that mistake there on pit road on the stage 1 break where he had to come back down pit road because it's like the left front didn't go on correctly or something. He's worked his way back up to 16th position on the racetrack, still on the lead lap. Coming to 15 to go here in stage 2. Carson Smith, how are you doing? Yeah, guys, I don't know about you, but I really wish that the championship was still at Homestead rather than Phoenix. Taylor Gray starting to inch in on Grant Infinger for 8th place. So this final stage is going to be 60 laps, so a little bit longer than stage 1 and stage 2, which will reach 45 laps. But honestly, I'd say it's been a pretty tame race so far, but obviously if we get a late race caution, it's all bets are off. But Zane Smith has definitely caught up to the back of the 4 truck. The gap now only about 3 or 4 truck lengths, and there's a huge gaggle of lap traffic ahead of these guys. There's about 5 trucks maybe within a second of each other just ahead of these guys, and it's probably going to come down to who can work this lap traffic better. That's going to be who's out front here in about 10 laps. Nemechek goes way down low to try and get by some of these guys. It doesn't look like that's going to be the move. Zane Smith's going to have a good run on the back of the 4, but will there be anywhere for him to go with it? I don't think he's going to take a risk here. Yeah, and the 38's going to play it safe that time. Now, if that was another playoff driver, then he might have been a little bit more aggressive. Oh, Zane Smith trying to cut underneath Nemechek as they go into turn 1. He's trying to take the lead back from this 4 truck as they're working lap traffic. The 40 and the 43 kind of boxing in these top 2. They're 3 wide down the back straightaway. The 38 on the inside, the 4 in the middle, and the 43 out wide is a lapped car. Now as they go into turns 3 and 4, the 4 is going to drive it in real deep, try and clear this 38 off a corner exit, but he's not going to be able to. The 43 is going to bail out on the top side. And now these guys are battling side by side through the tri-oval into turn 1. And that 40 right in front of this 4 truck, that dirty air definitely not helping the 4 right now. Zane Smith trying to use the 40 of Dean Thompson as a pick against Nemechek, but Nemechek's not giving up just yet. And Thompson's going to go low, so kind of be a bit more of a pick for the 38 more so than the 4. And Nemechek's going to be able to clear the 38 once again with 10 to go. So that was a good job there by Nemechek to hold on to that lead, even with some lap cars getting in his way. And now there's a little bit of a clean racetrack ahead of these 2 leaders. And as these guys battle, Chandler Smith inching in just a bit. He's still about 2 seconds back, but he was 3 seconds back before these guys were battling. Also, Spencer Boyd has gone to the garage and is out of this race. Carson, who do you want to win? Or you think Ty Majeski's going to win it all? That was my pick, but so far it just isn't quite aging out. And right now, a great battle for the lead, though, between this 38 and 4 truck. The 38 definitely, I would say, is a little bit faster than the 4, but since the 4 has that clean air, that's really kind of helping him stay out front, but definitely a great battle here right now. Nemechek, though, not in the playoffs this year, so he can win this race, but Ben Rhodes really doesn't care if Nemechek wins this race because it's all about him beating I think I said Ben Rhodes. Zane Smith doesn't care about Nemechek winning this race. It's all about him beating Ben Rhodes, Chandler Smith, and Ty Majeski. Hey, guys, we got 65 people watching right now. I appreciate it, but we only got 29 likes, guys. Let's get up to 40 likes. Hit that like button. Fortnite, I appreciate it. I am thinking about maybe dabbling in a little bit of communications in college, taking a couple courses to maybe bolster what I do here, and maybe see if I open up any windows to possibly having a job and commentating when I'm older, but we'll see. We'll see. That's still far away. Anyways, Stuart Friesen under pressure from Ty Majeski right now for that 5th position, the 66. Lost that spot to the 52 truck right around the beginning of this run, and he's trying to take it back here before the end of the stage with 5 to go now in stage 2. $69 people watching right now. I appreciate it. Catching up to the lapped car here right in front of the 4, and the 38 is going to make a move to the inside of the 4 truck, try and use this 22 truck as a pick. Zane Smith making another move for the lead. Oh, and they're going to split the lapped car off corner exit. That forces the 4 truck to go way up high. The 38 is going to be able to go down low and cut that dog leg. We'll see if that helps them out. They're side by side into turn 1. Give the edge to the 38, but the 4 is going to be able to drive it in deep on the outside. Now off a corner exit. Who's it going to be? Down the back straightaway. They're still neck and neck. Maybe an inch ahead for the 4 truck as they go into turns 3 and 4. And Nemechek just using that momentum from the high side to stay ahead of this 38 for now, but now it's 3 to go in the stage, and the 38 got a really good turn there off a corner exit, and they're both going down on the dog leg. Oh, and Nemechek's able to kind of pinch the 38 on the corner entry there into turn 1. Off a corner exit, they're still side by side. A great battle for the lead right now in stage 2. Nemechek trying to stay ahead of Zane Smith here before the end of the stage. Zane Smith's got that inside line off a turn 4 exit. And you know what? That might be able to help him to just win the stage because he kind of edges out front off that corner exit. That's just kind of how the runs work out. But that outside line has the run over the entirety of the straightaway, so they're in the lead going into turn 1. But Zane Smith's going to be able to just power by the 4 truck on the inside with 2 to go in the stage. A strong move there by the 38 to take the lead, and he's going to put Haley Deegan a lap down as they come to the white flag here in stage 1. And while that was a big move there by Zane Smith to give himself the lead here on the final lap of stage 2, because this also puts him first into pit road and gives him the best shot at retaining that lead on pit road. But now as they come off of turn 4, Zane Smith will sweep stage 1 and stage 2 at Phoenix. Nemechek second, Chandler Smith third, Hyman fourth, then Majeski fifth, Crafton 6th, Infinger 7th, Friesen in 8th. Friesen really kind of fell off at the end of that run. Taylor Gray 9th, Ben Rhodes 10th, and Rajak Ruth just misses out on stage points in 11th. Yeah, Ben Rhodes seems to be the playoff guy that's struggling the most right now. Majeski has pace, but just not quite race-winning pace. Chandler Smith is close, but it seems like Zane Smith and Nemechek are the 2 trucks to beat right now, with a slight edge to Zane Smith. Thanks to everybody tuning in, guys. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe. I'd say right now, now that the first 2 stages have progressed, you can't bet against Zane Smith right now. I think the underdog is probably Chandler Smith right now. I mean, just the 2 ThorSport trucks just don't seem to have race-winning pace. That's really the big thing. Unless things kind of get wacky here in this final stage, or Zane Smith has a problem, I don't really see one of those ThorSport trucks winning, albeit I predicted Ty Majeski to win before the race. So that pick did not age too well. Hey, but we got 70 people in here right now, 75 people in here right now. Hit that like button. Let's get it up to 40 likes, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Up to 2,713. Appreciate it. Guys, if we somehow get to 3,000 subscribers, I will say Dale Earnhardt 3,000 times. I'm going to have to make a little banner for that on the screen. We're gonna try and work something out here. We're gonna try and work something out, actually. Let me see if I can get that on the screen. We'll see if we can get this to work here really quick. Do. Just working. Hold on. Let's go. Do. Thanks to everybody tuning in though right now. You know what? We'll work on that after the stream. That'll be for tomorrow. But if we get 3,000 subscribers, we're saying Dale, do it for Dale Earnhardt. We'll figure something out 3,000 times. Why? I don't know. Because we can. We already said Brad Keselowski 2,000 times at 2,000 subscribers. Now here they come down pit road. No playoff contender at a pit stop under 15 seconds on their first stop. We'll see if somebody has a better stop this time. Ben Rhodes really struggling the most on any of these playoff guys right now. Is the first into his pit stall, just doing 4 tires. Pretty smooth stop there for those guys. Zane Smith really slid into his pit stall there, but able to get all 4 tires in the box. Ty Majeski with that number 1 pit stall. How much will that help him out? On the first set of stops, the KBM guys came up really clutch. Chandler Smith's out of his stop, and he might be able to take the lead from the 38. Yes, he will. And Nemechek takes the lead. Then Chandler Smith second and Heim third. Wow, those KBM trucks have been clutch tonight, and they take the top 3 spots. Zane Smith drops all the way to 4th. Majeski 5th. Rhodes picks up 4 spots. He's in 6th. Then Gray, Friesen, Ankrum, and Infinger. So now all 4 trucks are in your top 6 after that set of pit stops, guys. Thanks to everybody tuning in, though, so far. Up to 2,715 subscribers, guys. Just keep hitting that subscribe button. I appreciate it. We got 50 people watching right now. Yeah, right now, man, if Chandler Smith wins this race, he has got to just shout out the pit crew. The Kyle Busch Motorsports pit crews have been unbelievable tonight. Now, I know they're changing manufacturers, but they better hope they're keeping the personnel for their pit crews, because tonight, man, they have been flawless. Still, though, no incidents really. There hasn't been a lot of intensity tonight. Well, actually, I take that. There's been some intense racing, but no, not a lot of rubbing yet. No incidents yet. So, maybe that's still to come. Also, Haley Deegan was the free pass. That'll put 22 trucks back on the lead lap. Carson Hocevar still stuck 1 lap down. We'll see if he can get a quick caution and get back on the lead lap with the lucky dog. Still 32 trucks in this race. Thanks to everybody tuning in. Don't forget, we'll be live tomorrow for the Xfinity Series race. We will be live. And we'll be live on Sunday for the Cup Series race. So make sure you don't miss a moment of the action here on Freeman Motorsports. Up to 2,716 subscribers, guys. I appreciate it. Good. There's 50 laps left. Guys, can we get an F in the chat for my brother? My brother here, he actually not an F in the chat. My brother broke his collarbone today, so can we get like a feel better brother? Or some praying hands emojis. He's not in the best place right now, obviously. But he is trying to watch the race, so at least he still values NASCAR. But thanks to everybody tuning in so far. Yeah, this final stage about to get underway here. And these guys shouldn't, I don't believe they're going to have to pit here in this final stage. Now, if we were to get a caution, maybe around the midpoint in this stage, I could see some guys coming in. But, and then obviously if you get a late race caution, then everybody's going to come in. But yeah, guys, with the final stage now about to begin, give your final votes on who do you think really is, who you really think is going to win. Oh, Christiana Klauser, wishing you, what would be, I guess, wishing you to feel better, Shaw. That Sammered guy, appreciate it. He's trying to put a thumbs up in front of the camera, but he literally can't reach because he's in a brace. But right here, he's gonna get the thumbs up in there. There we go. We got the thumbs up from the non-broken half of his body. Okay, but we're about to get the green flag here. 99 laps complete. 51 to go. And the green flag is out. In the final stage of the Lucas Oil 150 at Phoenix. 51 laps to decide who's going to be the Truck Series champion in 2022. Nemechek on the outside, Chandler Smith on the inside. Smith with a good restart. Baheim's going to try and split him down low. Ty Majeski really down low as they enter turn one. Chandler Smith out front by about 1 car length. And oh, the 98's going to go around. Christian Eckes around. He's backing it into the wall. And I think somebody else is going to get the wall as well. I think the 24, Jack Wood, got into the wall trying to avoid. And the 98 has backed the left rear corner panel into the outside wall. After making contact there, they were like 5 wide. And I knew that was not going to work out eventually. That was intense. And that 98 is cooked. I think they might be able to repair it, but we'll see. But this does help out Carson Osevar, giving him a quick caution. He'll get back on the lap here, I believe. But yeah, so as we look at a replay, I mean, they were like 5 wide, and Ankrum gets into the corner panel of the 98, but there's really no option. The 62 kind of comes up, and I mean, the 16 can either get doored by the 62 or go up and get into the side of the 98. So that's just Phoenix right there. Phoenix restarts at its finest. Honestly, though, good job by everybody to avoid. So we'll have another quick restart here. Hey, guys, make sure you hit that like button, though, if you haven't already. Jonathan, you think Zane Smith's going to get it done here? Well, now it's Chandler Smith with the track position. Your running order after that caution. Positions were jumbled up just a tiny bit, but now it's Chandler Smith, Nemechek, Heim, then Zane Smith in 4th, Majeski 5th, Rhodes 6th, and Gray, Enfinger, Caruth up to 7th, and Friesen rounds out your top 10. So yeah, Hocevar should be your lucky dog after that. And yeah, I think we might see another restart or two with the caution that is a result of a similar action. I mean, these guys, they use that dog leg. They use that, extra space to spread out 4, 5, 6 wide. But then things bottleneck a little bit going into turn 1. So it tends to get a little bit messy when nobody's willing to give. Thanks to everybody tuning in, though, so far. Still, all 4 of your playoff contenders running inside the top 6. So it's anybody's race right now. But it's Chandler Smith out front at the moment. Over, under 3 more cautions. I'm going to say under. 3 cautions. I think it's going to be 2. I think there will be 2 more cautions maybe at most. But that's just my opinion. My opinion. I feel like these races rarely go long, but oh my gosh, they're showing a commercial for the spicy chicken sandwich at Panera, and it's got me so hungry. I mean, that spicy chicken sandwich at Panera, 9 out of 10. I recommend. You would not think a chicken sandwich from Panera would be good, but the spicy chicken sandwich, oh, that thing is great. Sorry, that was pretty off topic, but you guys can probably tell I'm starting to get kind of hungry. The Smiths are going to battle it out in the end, calling it now. You know, I think, is this the first time we've had two drivers with the same last name in the championship race? I don't know. If it is, it would only be fitting. Got 70 people watching right now, guys. I appreciate it. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks to everybody tuning in for the season finale, though, tonight. But now these caution laps are taking off a couple more laps, and now we've got 102 complete, so 48 to go. We'll probably get restarted with about 45 to go. Up to 43 likes, guys. Let's get it up to 50 likes. And they're still working on that 98 truck, trying to get him back out there. But I would say from looking at the damage, I find that pretty unlikely. Justin, how are you doing? See, you know what? Okay, the Sonic one's decent. I've never had Arby's at Samard Guy. There's no Arby's up here in Western New York. Or, well, there are, but, like, very rare. And I just don't feel like going to an Arby's. Just my honest opinion, man. Just my honest opinion. I know we're getting pretty sidetracked here, but you know what? I'm hungry. And you guys sound hungry because you're also willing to talk about it, so we're talking about it. We're having a talk. Hey, guys, we're almost to 20 subscribers, guys. I appreciate it. We got like 15 new subscribers tonight, guys. Keep hitting that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Thanks to everybody that's joining Freeman Motorsports. Chandler Smith's just shouting out the pit crew on his radio. I mean, it's not even just his. I mean, all three KBN pit crews have put their drivers out like in the top 3 spots after the first two, after both sets of pit stops so far. Nike Xer 3, it's Chandler Smith who's in first, and then Zane Smith in 4th, Majeski 5th, Rhodes 6th. You can see where all Championship 4 guys are running on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Here they come off of turn 4. Green flag's going to be back out in the air. 45. Actually, I take that back. Because the way the pit road is, the pit road truck comes off there as they go into turn, or come off of turn 2. They basically have to go almost a whole lap without the pace truck. And it's Chandler Smith on the inside, Nemechek on his outside. Then he's got a teammate behind him in Corey Heim. To Corey Heim's outside is Zane Smith. Then in row 3 on the inside is Majeski. And to his outside is Ben Rhodes. And the green flag is back out with 45 laps to go here at Phoenix. A good restart for Chandler Smith. As they spread out once again, are they going to go caution-free this time into turn 1? It looks like it. And I take that back. Rajah Caruth around and into the wall hard. Contact with the 62, the 17, and others. And that is a tough break for Rajah Caruth. And what is just another race that has ended and what most likely will be a DNF. Or, well, he's going to actually pull it away from the wall, but... And, man, I just feel bad for Raja. I mean, they cannot have one clean race right now. And I totally jinxed it. I totally jinxed that. I was like, and they are going to make it through cleanly. And they didn't. I really totally jinxed that. But Taylor Gray also is running top 10. A lot of guys having good runs. We'll see another replay, but it looks like somebody probably was looking for a little more than what was there. But yeah, these two cautions are going to help them out with gas for overtimes and tire wear. So they look like they'll be okay now. But okay, this might have been started by Stuart Friesen actually. As they go down into turn 1, Friesen's down low. The 17's to his outside. Did they make contact? I don't even know. It looks like, oh, the 62 truck. Actually, it's not the 52, but the teammate, his 62, that Lane Riggs was having a good run, but it looks like the truck just snaps. It might have been when he shifted back up onto the banking. And oh, actually, no, it's not that. Okay. Finally, okay, I've got the understanding on the situation at hand. Ty Majeski gets checked up by who's ever in front of him, and then since Ty Majeski just has to check up slightly, the 17 runs into the back of him, and he kind of gets sideways. The 62 runs into the back of the 17. They both go up the track and take out the 7 with them. Tough break for all three guys that are all having good runs. They're trying to repair that 7 right now, but it looks like it's pretty toasted. Hopefully Rajah will get some more starts next year. That's a tough break for that team, though, for sure. I don't know if they have the window net down yet, but yeah, it looks like they're going to be calling it quits here in just a moment. The left front is essentially killed. But Rajah is racing tomorrow, so he still has another chance at redemption. Up to 2,721 subscribers, though, guys. I appreciate it. Got 70 people watching right now. But Nemechek actually was able to take the lead back from Chandler Smith on that short restart. So now Nemechek will be the control truck on the next restart. So that's kind of a big deal. And Zane Smith was able to move up to third. So now he'll be the second guy on the inside. So he'll have a shot at taking the lead going down into turn 1. Majeski, though, lost a couple spots. He dropped from 6th to 8th. So, and also the free pass this time will be... Yeah, Rajah taking that thing to the garage. Free pass this time should be Dean Thompson. And I think he's 2 laps down, so he'll go to 1 lap down. Yeah, Rajah Caruth will join Spencer Boyd, Keith Miggy, and Armani Williams in the garage as the 4th retirement of the day. And all these caution laps are just eating away at the green flag racing that can happen still in this final stage. Setting us up more and more for a sprint to the finish. Whew. Thanks to everybody tuning in, though, so far. Whew. Sorry, guys, I just zoned out there a little bit. Justin Infante, has anyone ever gotten 2 championships in one weekend? Definitely not in the modern era of NASCAR. Maybe there was something way back in like the olden days in the 40s or 50s, but I doubt it. But because I don't know if this rule has been around since the beginning, but at least now you can only run for 1 championship essentially. You could run full time in 2 series, but you can't run. Well, actually, you can't even do that nowadays. But you could run. You can only declare points for 1 series, or you can only, so your points will only count in 1 series essentially. So even if you were to win every race in the Xfinity Series season, but you were competing for Cup Series points instead of Xfinity Series points, it wouldn't matter. Up to 80 people watching, guys. I appreciate it. Almost to 50 likes. Almost to 50 likes. Okay, guys, we're making a goal. Okay, guys. Working on something really quick. My computer's just hanging on right now. PC's not doing too hot at the moment. Okay, there we go. 75 likes and we'll wear a costume tomorrow. We just hit 50, so we're 2/3 of the way. 75 likes and we'll wear a costume tomorrow. Okay, about to get restarted though. This time, 40 to go. Will be 39 to go when we get the green flag. Nemechek on the inside, Chandler Smith on the outside, then Zane Smith on the inside of row 2. To his outside is Corey Heim. Green flag back in the air, 39 laps to go. Good restart for Chandler Smith on the outside, staying neck and neck with his teammate. They're going to be 3 wide into turn 1. Zane Smith, though, with a great restart down low. And it looks like this time they'll make it cleanly through turn 1. But Zane Smith will take the lead off of turn 2. Zane Smith to the lead. And Chandler Smith looking for the crossover. Chandler Smith gets to the inside of the 38. A great crossover move by Chandler Smith, but it's not going to stick. The truck just doesn't have the handling right now. And Zane Smith with a great restart to move back out front. Nemechek in 3rd, Infinger 4th. Majeski is up to 5th place after restarting 8th. Rhodes in 6th. All 4 playoff guys still running inside the top 6. But Corey Heim trying to get by Rhodes right now for that 6th spot. Also, shout out Caden Honeycutt running in 8th place right now in that 30 truck. And Jake Garcia in 12th. Chandler Smith really putting the pressure on Zane Smith, making him earn it, but also trying not to overstep the limit himself. These top 5 trucks in a bit of a breakaway right now, all separated by less than a second. Everybody's searching for a slightly different line in turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, trying to get a bit of clean air on that nose, trying to get a bit of an advantage on corner exit on the guy in front of you. Nemechek looking to make a run on his teammate Chandler Smith for 2nd place into turn 1. Nemechek to the inside of the 18. That one's not going to stick. The 4 truck slides up the track just a bit. Behind him, Majeski putting the pressure on Infinger. Rhodes was able to hold off Heim on that last restart. Thanks to everybody watching, guys. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, Chandler Smith running about a half a line up higher than the 38 in turns 1 and 2. Just searching for something, anything, to get that advantage on the 38. Coming to 34 laps to go now. Majeski putting the pressure on the 23. Right now, still your top 5, separated by just about 1 second. Staying pretty tight here on this restart. Ty Majeski, ooh, is he making any contact with the 23 there? He's really putting the bumper to the back of the 23 here. He knows that the clock is ticking. The 66 looking for a way by the 23 right now with 33 laps to go. Just can't find a window. How patient can you be? Thanks to everybody tuning in, guys. 70 people watching right now. I appreciate it. We got 54 likes. We get to 75 likes, and we wear a costume for the race tomorrow. Also, Carson Osevar recovering from that unscheduled pit stop earlier in the race, having to go a lap down. He's back on the lead lap, and he's up to 15th. And Zane Smith Already up to 7/10 of a second lead now over Chandler Smith as they get into the run. That's on the long run, the 38 is untouchable. He really is. I think that's what these guys are starting to understand is their only shot, I think, is on the short run. That 38 is just in a class of his own at the moment. Crafton got by Honeycutt a couple laps ago. He's up to 8th. Honeycutt, though, still running solid in 9th. I believe chasing his first career top 10. Oh! That was really tight there with the 66 on the bumper of Enfinger. Dean, the race has been, I would say, overall pretty mediocre. But there have been some decent battles for the lead between Nemechek and Zane Smith. But that was when Nemechek was ahead. I don't think anybody can pass Zane Smith. Maybe a couple trucks can keep him behind, but yeah, I don't think anybody's really able to go out there and pass him. And even then, Nemechek was only able to keep him behind for about 10 laps before he finally found a way past. Rodenheim currently swapping 6th place. Zane Smith, though, in his 3rd shot at trying to finally get a NASCAR Truck Series championship. He might finally do it. 80 people watching right now. I appreciate it. $75 likes, though, guys, and we wear a costume tomorrow. Currently at 55. Also up to 2,724 subscribers, guys. I appreciate it. We've gotten like 20 new subscribers tonight. If we hit, and now this isn't obviously going to happen tonight, but if we hit 3,000 subscribers, whenever we hit 3,000 subscribers, we're going to do it. But if we hit it this weekend, we are going to say Dale Earnhardt 3,000 times. Just putting that out there. There's maybe an extra incentive to subscribe. And we will be live tomorrow and Sunday. Dean, yeah, well, I think if we have another caution, it'll be really interesting because the KBM guys on pit road have been untouchable. I mean, untouchable all night. So I think that could give their guys the track position they need once again. But the ThorSport guys, yeah, they just don't seem to have the same pace as the other two. Yeah, currently under a full screen commercial break, so we'll look at your full running order here really quickly. Currently, Zane Smith has got about 1 second lead now over Chandler Smith, so he's really just starting to pull away. Each lap he's about a 1/10 of a second quicker than the field, if not more. Yeah, Honeycutt and Ankrum in the top 10. They're both having solid runs. Garcia in the top 15 with a solid run right now. Yeah, those are my shout-outs so far. Still 31 trucks in the race. 22 on the lead lap. And now Zane Smith will have to work lap traffic here quite a bit in this final stage before he wins this race, or if he's going to win this race. So that could play a factor, but, I mean, so far tonight, lap traffic really hasn't made a huge difference. Guys have been able to work it pretty easily. There are a couple grooves at Phoenix. Brandon, hey Freeman, hello from Christopher Bellland. Brandon, are you from Norman, Oklahoma? Because, believe it or not, like I have strong ties to Norman, Oklahoma. Zane Smith, though, has just been untouchable so far. I mean, if he loses this race, it really will kind of look like. I mean, this is his race to lose right now. To be honest with you, it is his race to lose. But man, it is a late night here on the East Coast. Watching the Truck Series finale. Zane Smith out front by about 9/10 of a second over Chandler Smith. Then it's 3 seconds back to Nemechek in third. 5 seconds back to Infinger and Majeski, who are kind of battling for fourth place still. Heim also kind of inching in on that fight. $20 to go. If we get a caution right now, do you pit or do you not pit? That is the question. As Zane Smith's going to pass side-by-side lap trucks, but just go by them with ease. Majeski still battling with this 23 truck of Infiger. He has got to start. He's definitely starting to get frustrated, I'd have to imagine. I'd say, yeah, right now, I'd say probably the most likely caution is the 66 dumping the 23, trying to pass him. Brian Deegan is running in 22nd. She's kind of struggled, I would say, tonight. She qualified all right, but struggled, I'd say, overall. She's still on the lead lap. Last truck on the lead lap. She's probably going to go lap down here pretty soon. But yeah, Brian, we accept fans of all drivers here. We got 90 people watching right now, guys. I appreciate it. Hey, if we get to 75 likes, we're going to wear a costume for the Xfinity Series race tomorrow. Kind of a Ricky Bobby dress up. So if you want to see me like that tomorrow, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. 17 laps to go. Majeski might finally be able to clear Infinger here for this fourth spot. Majeski's even saying on the radio that he's trying to move this 23, but he just can't get to the bumper of him. And he might finally clear him. This time off of turn 2, he finally will. Oh, but the caution's out. The caution's out. And this changes everything. And oh, it's Hailie Deegan, Brian. Oh, that one truck is absolutely killed. And that one is destroyed on the right side. I feel like I think she had to have been turned off the nose of someone. I mean, that thing has just been demolished. And now with 16 laps to go, do you pit or do you not pit? I'm pitting. I'm pitting. I'm pitting. I'm pitting. I'm pitting. I'm not pitting if I'm like outside the top 10 and maybe want to try and play a track position game. Yeah, I think it's starting to smoke up in that one truck. I think she should just get out of that thing. That thing has been absolutely killed, though, on the right side. Wow. Dean Field, hot take, the Holy Melon move should be banned. Everyone probably going to do it in the Martinsville races. Yeah, Dean, I don't know yet. I don't think it should be banned yet unless it becomes a pattern. Like if they do it again in the spring, then yes, I think they may need to make some sort of rule. Oh, here's the replay on the one. Oh, the left front goes down, and that's a hard lick there. The left front goes down. There's nothing stopping that truck. She just goes straight into the outside wall. That is a lick for the one. It looks like she probably made contact with somebody else because the left front fender's kind of bent in on the tire. That probably is what caused that flat. That is a tough break for Deegan, though. Destroyed truck. Not the way she wanted to end her season. And now we'll see how next season goes, though. It's still not announced where she's going to be. Most people are assuming she's going to be in the Xfinity Series full-time in kind of a second Stewart-Haas car, which I think is better for her than doing what she's doing in the Truck Series. She needs to be in a competitive truck. I mean, that one truck is, I would say, a pretty competitive truck. But that Stewart-Haas car in the Xfinity Series will be... Like if you're not finishing top 10 in that car, then you're kind of messing up. Okay, but so it looks like they're gonna come to pit road next time, or well, this time actually 14 to go. You gotta pit. You have to pit if you're inside the top 10. Tires matter. The fall off was about 1 second a lap. We're gonna get restarted with probably about 10 to go, maybe 9 to go. If there's 9 green flag runs or 9 green flag laps, there's no way you're going to be able to hold on. I honestly think probably everybody's going to come down here. John Cantu, Appreciate it. Sorry if I butchered your last name. Thanks to everybody watching, guys. We got over 100 people watching right now. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Got 27 subscribers right now. And everybody's coming down. But Stuart Friesen's going to stay out, and so will Carson Hocevar. So Friesen and Hocevar stay out. Those two guys trying to mix it up. Rhodes is the first in his pit stall. Got that. Oh, boy. This is going to be interesting, guys. Oh, wait. Did he do 2 tires or did he do 4 tires? Now I don't know. That might be a strategy to do 2 tires, honestly. Just to get that track position. We'll see when they come off of pit road. Also, what will that number 1 pit stall do for Majeski? 4 tires for Smith and 4 tires for both Smiths, actually. 4 tires for Majeski as well. And Rhodes did take 2 tires, like I thought. So Rhodes will win the race off of pit road. DeBenedetto, Honeycutt, Tanner Gray, and Taylor Gray also take 2 tires. Then Chandler Smith with 4, Majeski with 4, Nemechek and Zane Smith with 4. Zane Smith loses 8 spots. Okay, so I think 2 trucks stayed out. 2 trucks might have stayed out. Maybe 3 stayed out. I don't know. It looked like only 2. But then 5 more took 2 tires. Rhodes has 4 guys between him and the first guy on fresh tires. So right now, Rhodes, I think honestly that was the strategy they had to go with. That was the strategy they had to go with. They had no other option. If they win the championship, that strategy is going to be why. Wow. Yeah, Zane Smith's pit crew has been garbage tonight. They are going to get their butts chewed after this one, that's for sure. Thanks to everybody watching, though, right now. 95 people watching. 59 likes, guys. 16 likes away from the goal. Let's get 75 likes. Let's get 75 likes. Yeah, Ben Rhodes. Wow, this is interesting. I just heard this on the broadcast. Ben Rhodes, if he wins this championship, he'll be the first ever repeat champion in the Truck Series. Kind of an interesting stat there for you. Excuse me. I don't know why, but when I talk a ton, all of a sudden, my nose will just get slightly like clogged up. Not even clogged. Like it's like all of a sudden, like it just. It's just weird. I don't know. I don't want to gross you out, but that's just a weird thing. Oh, the bots. The bots are showing up. Okay, ball on top of it. Appreciate you. Appreciate the mods. Okay. So it was just Friesen and Hocevar that stayed out, so we'll see how that works out for those 2 guys. And then there's 5 more that stayed out on 2 tires. So Friesen will take the inside, Hocevar will take the outside, then Rhodes will take the inside, DeBenedetto goes high. Then Majeski, the first guy on 4 fresh tires, is the 4th truck in the outside. I don't know how I feel about that. Guys, are we crashing on this restart? That's the real question. Are they going to crash on this restart? I'm thinking a yes. Oh my goodness, guys. I can't look at the not going to look at the chat. I don't want to see any spoilers, but we're going to have 10 to go here on this restart. 10 to go. I think they're crashing on this restart. I really do. You're going to have guys on 2 tires with low grip. I don't think that's really going to work too well. Then you got guys with no tires at all out front. Oh boy, and then you're going to have guys making really aggressive moves trying to make as many passes as they possibly can. Can Ben Rhodes pull off the 2-tire strategy to win himself back-to-back championships in the Camping World Truck Series? We'll find out. The green flag is back in the air. 10 to go at Phoenix. A good restart for Friesen on the inside, Hocevar on the outside, and they spread out. Overall, a pretty clean restart so far. DeBenedetto gets shuffled out high. Ben Rhodes looking down low for the lead. Not going to work there. They make it pretty cleanly there through turns 1 and 2. Majeski has already moved up to 4th place. He is already on the bumper of the 99. And they're 4 wide going into turns 3 and 4. How is that working? The 17's up the track. An amazing save. An amazing save by the 17 and the 88. I don't know how they did not just spin. But at the front, Ben Rhodes trying to take the lead from Stuart Friesen. 9 to go. Rhodes on the inside, Friesen on the outside. He can't get it done. Majeski's coming with 4 fresh tires. And then Zane Smith is now up into 4th place. Rhodes is going to throw an aggressive block on his teammate. Majeski has to get out of the gas. That's allowing Zane Smith and Chandler Smith to sneak into this. It's Stuart Friesen leading all 4 playoff guys behind him with 8 to go. Friesen has no tires. Rhodes has 2, then everybody else has 4. Can the no tires or the 2 tires hang on? And for how long? Majeski once again putting the pressure on the 99. And as he stays behind this 99, it's allowing the 38 to catch up to him as well. You do not want Zane Smith to have the run on you. The 38 has been the fastest truck all night. At the front, though, Ben Rhodes is going to go to the inside of the 52 behind them. Zane Smith going to the inside of the 66. Oh, they're side by side for the lead, side by side for 3rd off of turn 2. Friesen's going to get pretty sideways there. Ben Rhodes to the lead. Zane Smith is up to 2nd place. And Zane Smith is on the move. Oh, Majeski's going to get into the corner panel of the 52, get him up the track, and himself. Now they're going to be 3 wide for 3rd. Friesen, Majeski, and Chandler Smith. Oh, is that going to work? Your top 2, though, still hanging out there. Ben Rhodes hanging on as best as he can on those 2 tires. He's got the clean air, helped him out. Oh, the 52 got the wall there off of turn 2. It's Ty Majeski up to 3rd. Chandler Smith's up to 4th. Your playoff guys are running 1, 2, 3, 4 with 5 to go at Phoenix. Ben Rhodes doing his best on 2 tires to hold off Zane Smith, the dominant truck all night. Ty Majeski trying to inch back into this battle for the lead here. He drives it in really deep in turns 1 and 2. Zane Smith looks like he's got a good run on the 99 here. I think he might have a shot to get him off of turn 2 on the next lap. Here they come off of turn 4. You can just see it. Those 4 fresh tires just give the 99 so much, or the 38 so much more grip. He's going to cut the dog leg there with 4 to go. He's to the inside of the 99. Ben Rhodes doing a great job on defense. Your top 4 separated by less than 7/10 of a second with 4 to go. And the 66 is going to give the bumper to the 38, but he's going to spin out on the backstretch. And the 66 is into the wall. He gave it everything he had, and actually that's pretty minimal damage, but he gave it everything he had, and it wasn't enough, and oh, Ben Rhodes, that's going to make it almost impossible for him to win with this restart now. He's going to have to hold off all those guys, and he's going to have 2 tires, and everybody else is going to have 4. Oh, man, Majeski just chucked it in there with everything he had left. But now it looks, I would say Chandler Smith is in the catbird seat right now, I think. Oh, man, this is crazy, guys. Oh. And you know what? I thought we were going to get a caution on the initial restart, but I kind of wish Majeski did not wreck there because I thought that we were about to be in for an insane finish. Oh, Majeski off of turn 2, tried to get to the inside of the 38 of Zane Smith, got right up on that left rear corner panel, and he just overdrove it. He tried to throttle up, but that thing was never going to make it, and that was never going to make it. He honestly gets lucky that he's able to lock it down and get as minimal damage as he did. But, man, at least he sent that thing in there, gave it everything he had. Also, guys, don't worry. I'm not looking at the chat right now anywhere. I'm not looking at it under green flag because I don't want to see any spoilers. But, wow, that was crazy. Dat Sammered guy, you are right. We did get 3 cautions. So, I guess you are right. I said 2 cautions or less, and now you've won. You've won the bet. Man, guys, this is crazy stuff right now. Hey, we're only 8 likes away from our goal of 75. And hit that subscribe button while you're at it. It's a free way to help support the channel. I appreciate it. I mean, Ben Rhodes has done an amazing job at holding off these guys, even though he's been on 2 tires. I just don't think he'll be able to do it now on this restart once everybody's bunched back up together. Honestly, now, I'm just wondering if there's even a way for them, like, Do you think we get another caution? Yes or no? I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be really tight, though. Oh, this is going to be tight, guys. This is going to be tight. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. 2,727 subscribed right now. Let's get up to... We got like 120 people in here watching right now. I know not everybody's subscribed, so hit that subscribe button. Oh, yeah, new poll. We'll end this poll. We'll put in a new one. I think pit road's open here. I don't see any reason why anybody would come in here. That if you're running inside like the top 5, or if you are on old tires and you've fallen back to like outside the top 5. It looked like Majeski was the only one to come down pit road, and well, that's because he had the damage. Ah! Oh, it's buffering. It's buffering. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. The potato PC. The potato PC. Justin, it's for tomorrow. It's for tomorrow. So you're going to have to tune in again tomorrow for the Xfinity Series race if you want to see me in the Ricky Bobby costume. Okay, so yeah, it's down to Zane Smith, Chandler Smith, and Ben Rhodes. Ty Majeski is most likely out of contention, but who knows? The potato PC is just barely hanging on at the moment. Have Brandon, 76 likes. Kesley, where's the driver's suit? I don't think that's gonna happen, sadly. Dean, second is nice to cause. Not quite sure what you mean by that. Oh, wait. Okay. So Rhodes goes low and Zane Smith goes low. Okay. I thought Chandler was going to be in the catbird seat because, yeah, I think second on the inside line is better than the first on the outside line in this scenario, most likely. But, man, I still don't even know at all. I really think we're probably going to see another caution here. I mean, everybody's just going to be going full send down into turn 1. I don't see how they're going to be able to make it out cleanly because they're just going to spread out 5, 6 wide, and it's going to bottleneck and most likely get pretty entertaining. But Ben Rhodes trying to pull the two-tire strategy to I mean, if they win this race, that's just, I mean, shout out to the crew chief and, I mean, the team. I mean, they really didn't have another option, but great strategy call. Great strategy call. Oh, boy. Okay, here they come into turns 3 and 4 for possibly the final restart of the night. Overtime attempt number 1. Green, white, then the checkered flag. Ben Rhodes on the inside. Chandler Smith on the outside. Who's going to get it done? Chandler Smith on the outside with a good restart. Ben Rhodes really spins the tires. Zane Smith trying to make it 3 wide down low for the lead. Give the edge to Chandler as they go into turn 1. Ben Rhodes trying to hold him off in the middle. I think Zane might be able to get it, though, off a corner exit. Zane Smith's got the lead off a corner exit. Chandler looking for the crossover, and he's going to be able to get to the inside of the 38 here. Down the back straightaway, green flag still out. They make it clean the first lap. The 18's going to go up the racetrack, though, a bit, though. Off of turn 4. Him and the 38 are going at it big time. Oh, and the 99's going to get the bumper of the 18. Oh, my goodness. Into turns 1 and 2. Oh, everybody's driving it in super deep. Ben Rhodes on the outside. How is he doing that in 2 tires? Oh, is he going to bump the 38? It's the last lap. What are they going to do? That 38's going to drive a defensive line. What is Ben Rhodes willing to do? Is he going to give him the bump? He gives it a bump, but it's not going to be enough. They're both in the wall off of turn 4. But Zane Smith will finally get his first career Truck Series championship. Oh my goodness. Ben Rhodes second, Chandler Smith third. What a finish, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Wow. That race was honestly pretty mediocre in the middle, but what a finish. I mean, wow. Third time's the charm for Zane Smith. Congrats to your 2022 Truck Series champion. What do you guys give that race out of 10? That's like an 8.8 for me, an 8.8. 8.8 for me there on a 10. That's a solid race. That was good. I'd say it dragged a little bit in the middle, but you had some good battles for the lead at points, and then that finish. I mean, honestly, those last 20 laps were insane. I can't believe Ben Rhodes was able to hang it out on the outside on those two tires and get up to second place there towards the end. Also, I do credit Ben Rhodes for not just going out there and dumping the 38. I mean, he gave him a shot, but like he didn't just drive through the guy. He raced him clean for the win. Justin, you give it a 9 out of 10. Dean, you give it a 6. Wow, that race. Wow, what a race. Up to 2,731 subscribers, guys. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. We got the 75 like goal, so that means we're wearing a costume tomorrow. Wow, this race was super short, though. This was like an F1 race. This was like an hour and 40 minutes. NASCAR Fan 5, a 10. Yeah, honestly, I think this is going to be a tough one to beat. I mean, that finish, that was insane, that finish. Because you had all the playoff guys just going at it there. Yeah, it was a tough one for Deegan, but I'd say all in all, a really solid race tonight. But congrats to the 73% of you that went with Zane Smith. And Zane Smith is just burning it down. Woo! Up to 2,732 subscribers, guys. I appreciate it. And that is a big dub for Zane Smith. You know what? He dominated a lot of the first half of the season, and even though he still showed speed, he hadn't won, I believe, 14 races coming into tonight. A lot of people were doubting, is Zane Smith still the man to beat? A lot of people were leaning towards Ty Majeski, who had won back-to-back races coming into tonight, but Zane Smith was able to put it all together tonight. And even through some late race cautions and some crazy strategy, he was able to come out on top in a couple of overtime attempts. Thanks, Brandon. Mark, you gave it a 7.5. Mark Kirby, blue oval in the winner's circle. I know, the one lone Ford. Mike, you just got in. What happened to Deegan? She just blew a tire left front going into like turn 3. That actually kind of set up this whole finish. And guys, what a race. Also, thanks to everybody who subscribed though actually tonight. This was a good one. 30 subscribers. Appreciate it. Thanks to everybody who subscribed. It was kind of dry the last 2 weeks. Well, I mean, we weren't live last week, but thanks to everybody who tuned in tonight. And make sure you tune in tomorrow for the Xfinity Series Championship race as well. But guys, I think we're going to end it just about there. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. Like I said, we'll be live again tomorrow, so make sure you don't miss any of the action. What the Xfinity Series race is at. Let me just check real quick. Xfinity Series race is I'm just looking at the weekend schedule. I honestly might even. Are you guys down if I live stream Xfinity or the tomorrow? Are you guys down if I stream qualifying tomorrow night? What do you guys think about streaming or tomorrow afternoon? You guys down if we stream qualifying at 2:30 and 3:30? What are you guys' thoughts on that one? And up to 2,733 subscribers, guys. I really appreciate it. That's like 30 subscribers tonight. Our biggest day in a little while, actually. So hopefully we can continue that momentum throughout the rest of the weekend. Yeah, are you guys here? I'm gonna look at the. Oh wait, hold on 1 second. Just looking at the chat really quick, trying to see. Yeah, what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think we should go live for qualifying tomorrow? I just want to hear what Ben Rhodes has to say. You're welcome, Mike. And Ben, I think the only thing there's gonna be a little bit of, I feel like, hurt feelings between the two ThorSport teammates of Rhodes and Majeski. They raced each other pretty hard quite a bit tonight, which, I mean, you want to let your boys have at it, but also, Majeski kind of overdrove that last at bringing out that last caution. He spun himself out. If he doesn't spin himself out, most likely his teammate Ben Rhodes goes on to win the championship. So might be a little bit of hate, a little bit of hard feelings between those guys, but at the same time, I mean, they're both going for a championship. I feel like probably won't carry over too much. Thanks to everybody tuning in, though, guys. We're going to end it there at just under 2 hours. This is probably like one of the shortest races we've ever had. But honestly, I didn't mind it in a way. I did not mind it. Maybe I'm not opposed to maybe making shorter races in NASCAR. Okay, I don't want to get too controversial before we get off. But we got over 80 likes. I appreciate it. See you guys tomorrow. I'm out.